Hi, I'm here today with Rowland Hobbs, and Rowland is the CEO and one of the founders of a startup called Stake.Rent, a company that I love because it's finding a way to help property managers lower the cost and inefficiencies associated with churn by rewarding tenants for their loyalty. So always love catching up with Rowland, and clearly we all know real estate is a sector. The rental real estate market, especially in urban areas, is a sector that experienced incredible disruption in the past year. So really curious to come back to Rowland and ask him, Rowland, how are you, first of all, how are things going? And secondly, how are you finding that you're reframing the questions that you're asking to help property managers come around to the benefit of Stake? Because I understand in spite of the tumult of the last year, your business is growing.
Thank you so much, Amy. Yeah, our business is growing at the moment. And I think the challenge is there's been just huge change. Some areas of the US are doing very well in multifamily. Some are not doing well, like in New York. But the rule right now is change. And with change comes different types of behavior, and it's hard to understand behavior. So what we've had to do is ask a question to asset managers and property managers of, if you could wave a magic wand and get different behavioral change from your renters, what would it be? And that's what rewards do, right? Rewards are about behavioral science and rewarding people for the actions you want to see in the world. So if you want somebody to sign a lease sooner, you want them to stay longer, you would like them to pay more on time. Arrears and people falling behind in delinquencies is a big deal today. But every rental community is a little different. But every rental community has a challenge they're facing. So what we do is that we help those asset managers find the area that is going to have the biggest impact for them. Is that renting faster? Is that getting more people to stay longer? Is that getting people to pay more on time? And by helping them use behavioral science and be able to use rewards to be able to influence behavior, you're really connecting a couple areas of the spreadsheet to an area that actually connects with a customer experience. And we've had to learn how to be able to do that in this year. Everybody's been in that level of change. And I think that's been the biggest thing for us, is helping asset managers really use the power of behavioral science to impact how their rental communities are thriving.
Right. So that means they're really asking a whole new set of questions that probably weren't being asked before.
They are. I think that there's sometimes when things are very good, there could be a set it and forget it mentality, right? Money's coming in, and but also you can have clear comps or competitors that you say, if I was going to do exactly what these people across the street are doing, I'm doing fine. You just watch the market. But when things are in places of huge change, it's very tumultuous. That's where you really need to pay attention to your customers and see what behavior are they taking. And what do I really want to incentivize them to do? Because you can't just look across the street and be like, well, they're doing well, I'll do what they're doing. So it's a shift from just following the market to following being personalized and looking to be able to really influence and change specific behaviors. So that's what we've been able to help people do, is really navigate the change that's happening in the world for them and rental communities by actually being closer and paying closer attention to the behavior that's happening with their renters.
That's a huge shift, and obviously really, really important for the entire sector. Thanks so much for your input.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.